Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm Louise from Wildflower Wool, and welcome. It is a brand new episode of New Start Monday Knits. If you are new here, I am just a knitter casting on a brand new project every Monday night and that you guys have helped vote for. Sometimes I pick up yarn, sometimes I pick up projects, and then I put up polls and voting options on Instagram and Facebook, and then you guys vote and I cast on whatever the consensus is. So I had some hand-dyed yarn that I just dyed a few weeks ago was up for voting, and it's going to be a three-skein worsted weight shawl. The voting was whether it was going to be triangle or a crescent shape. So we will get to that in a few minutes. I've got some updates on last week's knitting project, my Fiber Friends challenge project. I can talk a little bit about Jocelyn and I's secret knitting project, but I'm not going to show you and I'm not going to give anything away, whether I'm on track or not. So, and then we can open it up and you guys can let me know what you are working on. So thanks everybody for voting. The votes are always very close lately. So hi to everybody who's joining in live. I see Jen, I see Nikki and Katie and Sally. Lynn, I'm pretty sure you sent me a message and I'm going to answer you tonight when we're done here. So, hi, Kim. Did I miss anybody? So I hope everybody's grabbed their knitting and just settling in for an hour of chit chat and some knitting updates on my knitting. So this is the yarn that I dyed. We'll get it to, acquisitions. Maybe I should talk about acquisitions. I'll stick that in there somewhere. Hey, Val and Susanna. So this is some classic wool that I had in my stash from, I don't know, when was it? Oh, I think, was it the long weekend? I think it might have been the long weekend. Hi, Autumn. And, Lynn, love the color. Thanks. I'm really happy how this turned out. So this is one that I dyed. So this was some classic wool. Started out in the Aran Winter White. I think it was the Aran colorway. So it was a little more off-white, a little more creamy than the winter white. Worsted weight, Patton's Classic Wool. This stuff was soaked and all ready to dye when I went out to Zeraldo Alpacas. Debbie and I have been doing dyeing days. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys have probably heard me talking about going out and doing natural dyeing. Lots of times it's indigo dyeing. So anyways, we did some dyeing, but I had some skeins of yarn left over after our day of dyeing. So I came back and played around with some of my acid dyes, and I am completely hooked. Completely hooked, I have to say. So this was one that I just kind of played around with. I dunked 3 skeins into my pot, added 3 different colors, and this is what I came up with. So this is, like I said, going to be a shawl. Not winter. No, no, no. Slow down, Louise. Winter has not arrived yet, but fall definitely has. The calendar says it is. What it came, we are about 4 days into officially into fall, and it definitely feels like it. It's rainy, it's kind of cool. Definitely has that fall feel. So I think this would be really, really gorgeous to just wrap up in over the next couple months, month or so before the snow flies, anyways. So this is gonna be a nice big shawl. Um, what can I say about the voting? There was lots and lots of votes, so it was really fun checking in and seeing what was what. Now I have to say, I know some people are maybe going to be disappointed. Some people's winning streak may be coming to an end, but there was a definite clear winner. And it was interesting. People were leaving some comments of what they wanted, if they wanted a triangle, they wanted crescent. And some people were saying it kind of came down to what they like to wear best. Some people said they like to wear triangle shawls. Some people said they like to wear crescent shawls. But there was um, there was a clear winner kind of from the start. I thought Facebook might have come through to bring the underdog up to be the winner, but pretty much from the get-go, There was one that stayed ahead the whole day through. And this is where we need to insert our drum roll. The winner for this week's cast on for this beautiful three skein shawl is going to be knit crescent. No triangle shawl. I think I was kind of hoping for a triangle. I haven't done a triangle shawl in a while. In this, which is kind of interesting because I don't know, like going back to the whole wearing piece, I think I like crescents better, but for some reason I was kind of thinking knitting a triangle shawl would be fun. Um, but I don't know. Wearing them, I probably okay, so if I think about what I actually wear the most, my go-to ones are asymmetrical or crescent, never triangle. Isn't that funny? And that was kind of what I was leaning toward. Maybe it's because I don't have any. That's why I don't wear them. That could be why. That could be why, you guys. I know, Lynn. I know. I saw that's I was thinking about you. I know you said you won last week, and I was like, so sorry, Lynn. Your winning streak ends at one, or your streak ends at one. But next week, there's always a chance again. Oh, Sally says Team Crescent. Let's see. Oh, Diane says yay. Susanna said Crescent. Yeah, see a lot there's a lot of people say, yeah, Diane said Crescent. So Crescent won out. It was kind of close. It wasn't like a complete complete like runaway. There was a lot quite a few people voted for triangle too. So maybe that will come back up. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking maybe I really do need to knit another triangle shawl and wear it because I don't think I have any. I cleaned out my shawls, I don't know if it was in the early spring, and I did get rid of some because a lot of my knits that I've been wearing for quite a few years, and I really feel like this is the fall winter season. I need to be knitting myself some new things, just update. I love what I love. And what I've been wearing for I don't know, quite a few years, because I love them. But I think the time has come that I need to update my knitwear wardrobe. So I think I'm going to start with this. I have to say, I really like this, and I'm not entirely sure I can replicate this. I can do something similar for sure, but I really do like this kind of a bronzy, goldy color. So I'm going to put this onto the Swift. I'll wind it up and I will cast it on. And we'll see. I'm just going to kind of make it up as I go. I'm thinking every time I change a skein, I will change stitch pattern and just do something textured with maybe a little bit of lace, maybe some kind of texture lace in between the skeins. Something. Come back next week and we'll see what I come up with. So Crescent, you guys, thanks for voting. I am excited for Crescent. I do like that. The shawl that I knit, the wedding shawl I did for my daughter, it was crescent. And I really did enjoy that because it grows so fast compared to the asymmetrical, like my Orange Crush, which is slow and steady, very slow growing compared to a crescent. So having talked about my Orange Crush, I will show it to you. My Orange Crush is living in one of my needlecraft bags. I was going to say my Cheryl bags, but yeah, we've kind of nicknamed Cheryl's bags, but the official name, of course, is my needlecrafts. So there's her little tag. Love her bags, and this is the divided shawl bag. I love this bag, you guys. It is so big. It holds so much. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So this has got my orange crush in it. And the last few times that I've been chatting, whether it was Thursday night with Jocelyn, Saturday with Cheryl on the Fiber Friends podcast, I kept feeling like I was saying the same old thing every time I showed this orange crush show. I would hold up my ball of yarn and be like, I'm still on my third ball. These are balls of Croy, 50-gram balls of Croy that I dyed teal. And I was on that third 50-gram ball. It seemed, well, it was because I didn't knit on it for a little while. So for, I don't know how many, a week, 2 weeks, I'm not sure how long. Every time I pulled it out, I was still on that third ball, and it seemed to go on forever and ever. Well, this is a momentous occasion because I can now officially say that this is the fourth ball, and I am just about ready to join it on. Saturday, our knitting guild went to the beach. And if you're local around here, or probably wherever you are, you're probably thinking back to the weekend and going, Louise, it was really not beach weather. And you would be correct because it was definitely fall. It was cool. We were wrapped in blankets, and but we still went. Kind of coolish weather. It did rain a little bit, but there was a pavilion there, so we went under the pavilion. So we could sit in the pavilion, we could see the water, and yeah, it was coolish. But we went, and I still had the whole afternoon to knit, and I worked on this the whole entire time. So I think I put the stitch marker in here last Monday after we chatted, so I have done from here to here this week. And I feel like I've got quite a bit done on here. So here is where my needle is. So it's getting wider. It's getting longer. I'm loving the size of it. I'm liking that this is going to be so much bigger than my one skein. Okay. Oh, Lynn, I thought I could measure this for you right now, but I don't have a tape measure. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think I do. Anyways, so I'm loving this. I'm loving this, and I'm really liking the fact. So this was the length of the one skein. So I'm just over the size of the one skein, and I've got one more ball to go. So I'm really liking it. And it is my go-to knitting because I can almost knit it without making a mistake. At knitting day at the beach, I will say I did have to pull back a row or part row once or twice. I did get confused. I was too much knitting, too much talking, not enough paying attention. But nothing serious. I quickly caught it and just unknit, and there you go. So after all of that to say that knitting at the beach, I got almost, I know I measured this, I only have 2 grams left because this is my project to get completed for the Fiber Friends Clear Your Needles Challenge for September, which, you guys, September is almost over. This weekend, it is October, which absolutely blows my mind. Anyways, so I've been doing my typical thing where I weigh my yarn, I measure it all out, divide out how much I need to do per day to get done by my deadline. So I have to knit 11 grams on this per day. So there's the end of ball 3, which I'm pretty much done. So 25 more grams to go, and I should have this done Friday night or really, really early Saturday morning before Cheryl and I podcast at 9 a.m. Yeah, hopefully I'll be cast. I'm really hoping to avoid casting off while Cheryl and I are podcasting. But even if I cast off Saturday morning, I'm still going to say that that's going to count. Will it? Or am I already into October? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to work on it till Saturday. That's my deadline. It'll be done for when we podcast. That's my plan. So one ball left. I'm excited. I'm loving knitting this. I'm actually going to be sad when this is finished because I really do like knitting it. So, that is that. I am super happy with this progress. I think I'm on track. I have knit nothing on it yet today, so that means I have to do 11 grams tonight, which means that I will probably get behind tonight, but maybe I can catch up. I'm not going to worry about that yet. I'm just going to bask in the glory that as for now, I am on track. Um, so that was, I've been working on that for the fiber fronts. Last week's cast on was, you guys voted. There was, oh, I have it sitting here actually. So last week it was between this nice, pretty blue yarn. It was Knit Pick Stroll, I do believe. Yeah, Stroll fingering. The blue did not win. It's sitting here. It's going back into my stash. What you guys did pick was this gorgeous skein of Life in the Long Grass. And the colorway is Weathered. Isn't that really pretty? Lots and lots and lots of colors in there. There's like little flecks of yellow. Every once in a while, there's just like a little bit of purple color. Just some really nice little speckles. Really, really nice. And I have it cast on. So here it is. I've got 2 inches of 2x2 ribbing done. I just did a long tail cast on. I had thought about trying to be, I don't know, do something a little fancier. And then in the end, I was like, nope, I just want to get it done. So I just did my regular long tail cast on, 2x2 ribbing. I'm working on just a plain leg. This yarn is beautiful, but I think it's just going to be too busy to stick any kind of pattern in there. So we're just going to let the yarn shine, do a plain, and then when I get to the heel, I think I'm going to do Jocelyn's mock short row heel because I haven't tried that. So that's what I'm going to pop into this sock and just enjoy knitting this. The yarn is really, really nice. Life in the Long Grass. I don't think I have ever knit with Life in the Long Grass. I have, maybe I think I might have another skein of yarn in my stash that I have not cast on yet. But I really am liking it. It has a very silky feel to it. It feels really, really nice. So it says, colorway is Weathered. What am I looking for here? Oh, it's at 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. 400 yards, 365 meters. Isn't that interesting? Because I was almost going to say that I thought this was maybe a little bit finer, but I don't think with that yardage, it doesn't seem finer, does it? But there it is, cast on. Look at all these. Can you tell I have a lot of socks cast on? Look at my needles, you guys. Like, I don't think any of them match. One metal needle. This is, oh, these two might actually be a pair. Maybe those two are a pair. These two are longer. These two are shorter. It is a mismatch of needles. But, when you get down, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel, trying to find enough needles to get this cast on, and it works. They're all 2.25 millimeter needle. Not the same brand of needle, but that's okay. They're doing the job just fine. So that is that. I've got, I've got at least 4 other pairs of socks on the go. So at some point I will have some finishes. I think there'll be a few, once I get the finishes rolling, there will be a bunch in a row. So, but right now I'm just enjoying knitting on everything. My other Halloween sock, I'll just show it to you if you haven't seen it for the last little while. I didn't get any heel work done on this week, but there's the colors. We'll just enjoy the fun Halloween colors because it looks very Halloweeny. So hopefully maybe this will get some work done on it, but The other project that I worked on a little bit this weekend is Jocelyn and I's challenge project for the month of September. Next Thursday, I know I love this colorway too, Cheryl. So I should say this one here, I know I should every time I show it, I feel a little guilty because you can't get this yarn. It's self-striping from Leo and Roxy. Um, Witch's Boots, I think is what it's called. But Jolene's not dyeing self-striping. So unfortunately, it is kind of like a one of a kind. Oh, okay. So Lynn just asked, what is the approximate price point of Life in the Long Grass and where is it made? Well, I can tell you, I probably bought this a couple of years ago, and the price tag's on here and it's $36. Um, and where is it made? Yeah, where is Life in the Long Grass? I want to say like the UK. Oh, hand dyed in Ireland. Twist sock. Yeah. Anyways, it is really, really nice. Really nice. The colors are gorgeous. It feels really soft. It doesn't split. It's really, really nice to knit with. Oh, Kim said she went and bought 2 more sets of size 1 DPNs on Saturday. Fantastic. Good for you. Oh, Kim is saying Life in the Long Grass, 31.50 US. So, but it is nice. If you're feeling like you want to splurge a little bit and treat yourself, then this you would be really, really happy with this. So what else? I have got my other poor Halloween sock. You God. I didn't touch this. This again, this is sitting here. I know I started to talk about Jocelyn and I's challenge. I will get back to that. So my other sock number 2, and I told I need to get going on this because I remember what 3 weeks ago or something, I was all overly optimistic, and I remember specifically saying, I'm going to have this pair of socks done way before Halloween with tons of time to spare. And this weekend is October and I don't have them done. So I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time this weekend, I think. Once I get my orange crush shawl done, maybe then I can add in Halloween socks into the mix. But what else? Did I have anything else to show you? Oh, surprise project. That's what I've got here. So I can't tell you if I'm ahead of schedule, behind schedule, on track, but Jocelyn and I are doing the Halloween Fair Isle scarf. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's all stranded color work. Really, really fun. Really, really fun motifs. And so it's 2 charts. So you can go print this off. I printed this off thinking that I might actually do some of the charts and just do it on another project as well instead of just doing the scarf. So Jocelyn and I's check-in is next Thursday night. I think is October the 6th. I think that's ringing a bell in my head. So that is when we are both going to do a reveal of this scarf. This is an 8-foot scarf, you guys. And then there's fringe added on there. It is a large project. So we'll see. Jocelyn and I are known for not always getting our projects done. So it'll be interesting to see if either one of us get it finished, if we both do, if neither of us do. I have no idea. And you guys all know Jocelyn. You cannot get any secrets out of her. You can't get any hints as to whether she's on track or not. She is like the best secret keeper ever. So I've been working on that. It's really, really fun. It does knit up quick because I'm knitting it in worsted weight. And that's all I'm going to tell you about that. I'll have to tune in next week. I know there are some other people out there knitting it as well. You guys don't have to have it finished for the first week of October, right? I mean, we still have all of October to finish if, because we just need it for Halloween. It is fun though. If you're thinking about doing a Halloween knit, I would highly suggest go stick it in your Ravelry library, print it off, and then, do a cowl or a scarf. You don't have to do all the repeats to make it 8 feet long because it is a little excessive, but it is quite stunning. I do have to say that. So that has kind of been my knitting for this week. I feel like I've got lots done. Good progress on my orange crush. My life in the long grass has started. I'm really, really happy about that. It's a really nice fall color. It's kind of like the like fall leaf color. So what else can I talk to you about? I I've got a little bit of yarn that I purchased. Now, I can show you this. This was kind of a spur of the moment. I went to Knit Stitch to see Suzanne. I think did I go there? I don't know. I've been buying needles. So Kim, you said you bought some needles lately. I've been buying needles too, have to say, to be completely honest. um yeah, I need to get some things finished and recoup some needles here. So I saw this at Knit Stitch and I just absolutely fell in love with this. I think it would make it's 100% cotton. So the ball band, it's Lang baby cotton color. So it's a fingering weight. I think it's like a light fingering weight cotton. And I just loved the colors. So this one here shows there's some more orange, there's some pink, there's some blue. Does this have a color? Oh, I think it was called rainbow. I think is what the color Suzanne said. So what is it? It's got 180 meters, 50 grams. I don't know. That's about all I can tell you. It's not really telling me. Yeah, anyways, so that's it. This was, yeah, kind of a splurge, or like a, not a splurge, it was impromptu. That's more what it was. So I've got 5 balls of this. So I'm going to stick it away for a future project. And, but that was nice. I don't know. I need to stock up on my cotton stash, I think. So I grabbed that. Now this stuff here, this was okay. I've got 5 balls of this. Has anybody seen this yarn? I was in the dollar store and I wasn't shopping for yarn. What was I in there for? I don't know. I was in there for something. And of course, I just have to like walk down the crafting aisle, right? And just see what they have for yarn. And this is what they had. So there was 5 balls of it. So I grabbed it. And I haven't seen it in any other dollar stores. I've in my travels for work, I sometimes am in different ones around the city. And so I've just kind of, looked down the craft aisle and I haven't seen this in any other store. So it must have been just a one, how I don't like the dollar stores, they just kind of get in whatever they get in, and not all of the stock goes to the same, like not every store gets the same stock. So I don't know. Anyways, it was just a find and I kind of liked it. And I just bought all 5 balls. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it. 5 hats. Don't think there's enough for a sweater. Colorway is sleet. So it is Lion Brand. Re okay, this is a tongue twister. Tweed. Recycled tweed. Sustainable stitching. So what does it tell us about this? What once was old is new again. A vast Nikki says, possibly, maybe. It says this fiber was made in an eco-friendly process using nearly 0 water, no dyes or chemicals, and close to 0 CO2 emissions. Okay, I'm really curious how they do that. It's 40% wool, 40% polyester, 20% acrylic, machine washable. It's 100 grams. There's 185 meters or 202 yards. So Anyways, it feels really nice, and I don't remember, like, ever seeing this anywhere, like, not at Michael's. Has anybody seen this in their travels? Like a Joann's, a Michael's, or your local yarn stores if they carry Lion Brand yarns? So, I'm assuming because it was in the dollar store that maybe it's something that's been discontinued. I'm not sure. Anyways, it was $4 a ball, so I grabbed all 5 balls. So Nikki said a vest. I wonder, maybe, possibly. I think we always go back to this, right? I don't wear vests, but maybe that's because I don't have any to wear. I'm not so sure. Anyways, I really like it, and it does feel really soft. You know, the wool, what did I say? Wool, acrylic, and polyester. It feels nice. Hi, Elena. Um, Oh, Diane's talking about a Lion Brand in the dollar store, fancy dollar stores in Canada. I know, so $4. And there is, I mean, sometimes the dollar stores do have nicer yarn. There's some Vanna's Choice. There's a couple of colors of that. I think it's a worsted weight. There's other ones that are more definitely on the cheaper ends, like a craft yarn. That is in there. But, oh, Nikki says vests are in. Okay, well then I'll be right in style, will I? Okay, I'll have to prepare myself mentally to wear a vest. Maybe this will kick off my vest wearing, will it? Possibly. Um, okay. So what are you talking about? I'm seeing here, I missed something. Diane says scratchy, don't like knitting with it. Suzanne says, I think I've heard of it. Look at it and see what the dye lot is. Yes, it's a worsted, Nikki. Hi, Elena. So, Elena says, I knit a vest earlier this year. I haven't worn it yet. The plan was to wear it at work with a shirt underneath. Usually prefer things with sleeves. See, that is my thought process, but maybe I need to be open-minded. You guys all know, right? Fingerless gloves. Not a huge fan of fingerless gloves, but mind you, when we were at the beach on Saturday, I was kind of thinking fingerless gloves might have been, um, it, that might have been the place for them, because it was cool. So I'm thinking, okay, there's a glimmer of hope that I may be able to embrace fingerless gloves, but I'm the kind of typically the same way, right? If you need to wear glove, if your hands are cold, wear mitts, not fingerless gloves. I know there's all kinds of reasons, right? So you can knit, you can walk the dog and all that kind of stuff. So I know they're just not something that I typically wear. And vests are the same thing. If you're cold, you need something with sleeves. Why wear a vest? I don't know. Anyways, you guys don't even need to hear me go on and on about that. So, but maybe I will wear a vest. Maybe this is the time I can embrace that vest wearing. So I have this. Maybe it'll be a New Start Monday yarn one day. I have my cotton, and then I have got, some of you guys may have seen this because I know I showed it, I think on Fiber Friends Saturday with Cheryl, but I have got some new yarn to dye. I kind of went through all of um, my patterns, the classic wool. So did order some sock yarn and some worsted weight to do some dyeing. So this sock yarn is, so I think it's a 75/25 superwash merino. So it is going to be really fun. So stay tuned because I plan on doing a bunch more dyeing. Okay. Oh, so Cheryl, you've seen it before. So this stuff here you've seen before. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen it. So now that I'm, you know, looking for it, I'll probably see it everywhere. Anyways, that's that. So that was my little find at the dollar store. Did some shopping at Knit Stitch, ordered the bear yarn from our dyeing. I almost made it to a Little Red Mitten, but I did not. So that'll probably be a this weekend start or shopping trip. So we'll stay tuned. I do need some yarn to finish a project because my cowl, I ran out of yarn for the ribbing. So I do need to go grab another ball of that. So there'll be a little more yarn shopping this weekend and hopefully some yarn dyeing and some good progress on this week's new start and maybe get some work done on some of my socks. Whew, I have this feeling I've got a lot. I need to I need to find a lot of knitting time this week to get some things done here. Okay, Anne said vests would take less time to knit. You're right. No sleeves. I know. Less time. I know. Closer to a finish. So maybe I should be embracing all of these fingerless mitts and vests. It would work in my favor. It would up my percentages of finishes, wouldn't it? Hmm. I'm gonna think about that, Anne. Thank you. Oh, Susanna's saying, "Oh, the Halloween scarf." Oh, okay. So Susanna's knitting the Halloween scarf. She got a pound of love in black and an impeccable. I got grape crush. Citron is a green, white, and orange crush. Yes, it's called orange crush. I know it's called orange crush. That is the bright orange, isn't it? I put that in my Instagram stories because I had thought about switching up my colors. I'm knitting mine in impeccable in black and pumpkin. And so the orange crush Susanna's talking about is I don't know, kind of this color. It's like a more neon-y orange and it is really, really fun. And I was so tempted to knit mine out of this. But in the end, I didn't. I stuck with pumpkin. So, Susanna, I can't wait to see yours. But I know this color, I am loving this. This is just, oh, okay. So I bought way more yarn than I'm telling you. Um, but I don't have it all. You'll see it. You'll see it over the next few weeks. I bought a bunch of these colors back here. Um, the green is called ivy, mustard, and curry. Okay, ivy, mustard, and curry. And this is orange. So this is just the Craft Smart yarn from Michaels because you guys, most of you probably know that. Oh, and if you don't know, it's still on sale. Michaels has their yarn 30% off. So I bought some fall colors to do some fall projects. So I did buy a bit of that. So that was all my yarn shopping, but yeah, I did forget about this. I did get some of this. So this stuff is actually not that bad. It's 100% acrylic. It knits up it does knit up nice. Last year for no, 2 years ago at Christmas, I bought their Christmas colorway, just an orange, not orange, red, white, and green. I think it was called Holly and Ivy variegated, and I knit some Christmas hats. And and it actually knit up good. So if you're looking for a really economical yarn, I think this was $4.99. Like regular price is $4.99, and it's a big ball. It's a 7-ounce ball, 198 grams, 324 meters, 354 yards for $5. And right now it's 30% off. So, and it does knit up nice. It does knit up nice. I knit some Halloween. Oh my goodness. I am getting my holidays mixed up. I am like trying to focus on Halloween and talking about Christmas, and my brain is getting totally confused. I knit the Christmas hats, and they actually did knit up nice. Yes, and that is Canadian, $5 Canadian. So American is like practically nothing. Yeah, Susanna, you spent lots of money, over $300 and saved 75. Is that at Michael's? Did you spend $300 at Michael's this week? I did not spend that much. I did not spend that much. Oh, Nikki's saying, la la la, I can't hear you. Oh, is that about the Michael's sale? I know. But you know what? So I like totally as a fluke found out about it was that Wednesday night, Thursday night, must maybe Thursday night, Friday night. I'm not sure. I went into Michael's just before the weekend. Might have been Thursday night after work. And I was going in for a needle. Maybe it was Wednesday. I don't know. Anyways, I was going in for a needle and the 30% signs were up, and I was like, "Oh." So I bought some then, and then I went back later in the weekend, Saturday night, Sunday, and the shelves were, like, almost empty of this yarn. There was some of the colors, they were just gone. They were just gone. So they did well selling their yarn this weekend for sure. Let's see. Oh, Diane Susanna, of course, it's at Michael's. Okay, yes. Oh, Elena, you still have around 30 centimeters to go on your project and you're bored by it. Keep going. The end is in sight. I mean, the yarn being Canadian. I was at, oh, I thought you meant like dollar wise. Um, I don't know, Anne. That's a good question. You guys don't have this has anybody seen this at Michael's in the US? I just assumed it was, I don't know, guess that's what happens when you assume, right? Um, I don't know. I really don't know. Anybody else? Has anybody seen it anywhere else? Susanna, oh, you got some Halloween display items. I know they've got tons of fun stuff at Michael's right now. Let's see. Diane, you were going to post the sale on Facebook, and Cheryl told me last time not to mention it. Okay, Diane, ignore Cheryl. If you know of a sale, you post it. I know because I just found out about it just, yeah, as a fluke. And but it worked out well because I got some yarn that I needed. Or maybe I was just in like surprise shock mode and I had no willpower. I think it was more along the lines. And then all weekend when I knew it was on sale, I was like, well, maybe I'll go back and see what they have. But a lot of the orange, all the fall colors, a lot of it was gone. The red was gone. So people are thinking probably Christmas knitting and stuff too, right? Anyways, I don't often splurge like that. Well, you know what, Suzanne? When stuff is on sale, and if you're going to use it and you really want it, that's the time to get it, right? So that's good. Oh, yes, Susanna must have had fun. I know doing a big shop like that when you can feel like you can go out and treat yourself, it is kind of fun, isn't it? Oh, Liz, you forgot it was Monday. Well, then it must mean you were having a good start to your week if you totally forgot it was Monday. Hi, Sam. Oh, what does the label say? Oh, here. This one here says Craft Smart. Craft Smart, economic value, economic. I guess that's the French, isn't it? So Craft Smart. So, oh, Cheryl, you're still here, are you? Well, that serves you right. Telling her not to let us know about sales. Oh, Susanna, you actually ordered online and went to different Michaels to get some that my store and online didn't have. Okay, well that worked out well. I have only shopped online at Michaels ever like once, and that was last year when this is a Christmas tree story. I went early, like I don't know, maybe it was November when the Christmas trees first came in, and there was a Christmas tree I really, really wanted. And it had frosted tips, and that I had this huge debate with myself about should I like be wild and crazy and get a Christmas tree that had frosted tips because that is not tradition. And I'm like very, very traditional when it comes to my Christmas decorations. And so, anyways, I didn't buy it. I hummed and hawed. I went home for the weekend, probably saw it on a Friday and went back on Sunday to get it, and they were sold out. Well, then, of course, as soon as I couldn't have it, that was all I wanted. So And then I did go online and it came from Cambridge, Waterloo or something. They shipped it to London and with like 2 days, it was on my literally on my front doorstep. So that's the only time I've gone online because I really do not need to do that. That could be very dangerous for me. So I am just not doing that. Anyways, oh, Susanna, you got an additional 10% off because you're a senior. Well, look at that. Then you really, so that's how you racked up all those savings. That is super fun. Um, Cheryl's knitting the Louise socks, which is really called the Rambling Friend socks. Oh my gosh. Cheryl's knitting Louise socks. I've got my Cheryl bag. Nobody's ever going to know what we're talking about, Cheryl, if we don't use the right names for things. That's so funny. Oh, Liz, you avoid Joanne's and Michael's. Well, I know I probably should, but I don't because, like Susanna, it is just a whole lot of fun to go shopping there. Oh, so anyways, what is everybody else working on? Is anybody else finishing up something for Clear Your Needles challenge? I've seen in the Fiber Friends Facebook group, there's been lots of people posting finishes, which is super exciting. I am hoping to get one thing done. I think if you go back to the Fiber Friends podcast, or if you have a really good memory, remember me saying this. I'm pretty sure the first podcast in September or the very last one of August, I was all gung ho. And I know I said I was going to have four finishes. Feel free to laugh along with me. Four finishes, because in my head, I thought I could very easily finish one a week. Oh my goodness. So now instead of one a week, I'm just going with one. Hopefully one I will have done. And so this weekend, Saturday, when Cheryl and I podcast, we'll see if if Cheryl has her Louise socks done, if I have my orange crush shawl done, then at least we can hopefully get a finish for our own knit along. But there again, the odds are, you just never know. You just never know. Liz, for some reason you cast on new socks instead of finishing anything. What can I say? I do not see a problem with that, Liz. You are in good company. Oh no, Cheryl, your cord just broke. Well, that's gonna make it hard for you to finish those socks. Oh no. Don't tell me. So the Rambling Friends socks has a lace panel. Please tell me you did not lose stitches in the lace part, because that would be not a good thing. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, Cheryl, you were just having bad luck this week. Okay, let's see. Oh, Diane, you got a senior's discount the other day at Bulk Barn. She insisted I get it even though I'm 53. So I could be getting a senior's discount too? Hmm. What do you have to be there, like 55, 60? I don't know. I kind of get annoyed though when they make the seniors discount lower age because I don't know as I really want to think about myself as being a senior. I think I would rather pay full price and not have them call me a senior. Oh, Lynn, you just cast on a pair of socks. Wool from your stash, really, really old stash. I have some of that too. I thought, oh, I'd get to it before the moss. Okay, don't even say that. Well, that's good. Sometimes you just know when the right time is to cast on, right? Sometimes it just has to sit in your stash. You just need to enjoy it, and then you cast it on. Yeah, I know, Elena. I agree. I'm sure Cheryl has something else, um, or DPNs that you can track down. Those Nikki says those socks are doomed. I know Cheryl doesn't like knitting. She's not enjoying knitting the lace. And it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign, Cheryl. Oh no. Oh, hey Jocelyn. Lost track of time. You made it. What one? Crescent. Crescent. And I know Jocelyn voted triangle. Sorry, Jocelyn. But yep, the stuff here is going to be turned into a beautiful crescent shaped shawl. All three beautiful skeins of it. So I'm super excited. Let's see here. Oh, Cheryl, maybe you were doomed not I know, right? These socks. I maybe you better be careful wearing them. Maybe you'll trip and fall the first. Oh my gosh, I didn't even say that. Sorry, I'm gonna take that back. I didn't even finish the sentence. Didn't even finish the sentence. Oh, Cheryl, you saved it? Okay. Phew. Hey, Mary. You're finishing up your Halloween scarf. I'm wondering if I should put a fringe on it. I think so. I'm gonna put a fringe on mine. I'm yeah, I'm gonna put a fringe on. You got yours finished? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see pictures of it. I get you need to model it, Mary. Find a scarecrow, something, a skeleton. I don't know. Do do like a whole fashion shoot in front of find a neighbor who's got really cool Halloween decorations in a little while, because I'm assuming they don't have them up yet, right? And go take some selfies on somebody's front porch or something. Lightweight hipster shawl is your last goal to finish this month, your last one. How many have you finished this month, Nikki? Geez, I'm gonna be lucky if I get one done. Diane, you're still working on your Halloween sweater. That's right. Just not enough time to knit so much this month. Yeah, I know. I know, Liz, you voted triangle. I know. There was still a lot of votes for triangle. And Liz, if it makes you feel any better, I was secretly cheering for triangle for some reason, but nope, was not meant to be. Sally, you're working on your fall socks. Wonderful. Um, Nikki says, Cheryl, I can still finish those rambling friend socks for you. No one needs to know. Oh, that's funny. How about a pumpkin on your head? Oh my God, I would love that, Mary. That would be so fun. Oh, the other thing I didn't talk. Oh, these. I was playing. Whoa! Whoops. Grab my eucalyptus. Oops. Anyways, I will grab that later. So this here, I'm making my own pumpkin stress balls, you guys. So I've got a couple of these done. Actually, I've got another one here. This was some yarn from a different dollar store, just a buck or two. And it is a neon orange. It is as bright as it looks. So this one here, this is done on the Addy knitting machine, the crank sock machine. So just finished this one last night. So I used the whole 50-gram ball in this one. This is almost, I didn't weigh it or anything. I just guessed it was at least 3/4 of the ball, I would say. And this is all of it. So this, it stretches out really wide. So I'm hoping I get tall, skinny pumpkin. And then I'm going to have a shorter, fat pumpkin. Getting a little obsessed with decorating for Halloween here, I think, you guys. Probably should be focusing on my socks, but these are really, really fun. And they only take about 15 minutes to make, so they're really, really fun. Anyways, so yes, you'll see this probably stuffed maybe for next week. Audrey, Audrey's working on sea glass socks, knit from Annie's attic, 28 row chart, beautiful green. That sounds fun. Nikki. Oh, you think you've got two finished, but you might have two more by the end of the month. Okay, well, you go. You guys, yes, get as many done as you can. Pop them in the Fiber Friends chat, and then we'll do a draw for some prizes. Sam, what is this? Oh, what is that? Sam. Oh, yes. So Sam's been working on her colorwork project. I saw the picture, Sam. It looks really good. You're doing a great job. So yeah, it's up to you. You're working on the one pattern. Do you think you're going to need a second pattern on top? Do two of them? You can make it however, whatever size you would like. Jocelyn, only finished for me so far is the Spooky Vibes hat. Yes, you guys. I saw people on Instagram. I saw Karen and Asa. Did I see somebody else post Jocelyn's got a new hat pattern out. Is it actually released yet, or is it coming this week? I can't remember what the Instagram post said. Really, really fun color work, Halloween hat. It's knitting and fingering weight. It's really, really cute. So you'll have to go check that out. Liz, you don't do color work. Oh, but hat is cute. Yeah, it is really cute. Diane, oh, are we doing a card exchange this year? Checking as cards are out. Are they really out now? Yes, we will be doing a card exchange. I don't know what we'll do so this is for the Fiber Friends. The last, what, 3 years we've done a Christmas card exchange, which has been lots and lots of fun. So this year we will do a card exchange. I don't know. We haven't talked about anything. Last year we did snowflakes. I don't know if we'll do anything. Or maybe we'll just stick with cards this year. We'll have to see. But yes, we will do it. I will organize a card exchange again because it was a lot of fun. And yeah, so we did that's crazy because yes, I think we started organizing that last year in October. So yeah, we'll have to start planning that too. My gosh, September truly has just come and gone in like a blink of an eye because we really are into fall and Halloween. Well, Thanksgiving for us is coming up middle of October. I know you guys in the States are the end of November, but our Halloween. I am getting my words totally mixed up tonight. Our Thanksgiving is coming up in only a couple of weeks. So it really is, things are just going to start speeding up, Thanksgiving and Halloween, and then the US Thanksgiving, and then Christmas and New Year's. And before you know it, spring will be back around again. Susanna. Oh, okay. Susanna's saying September 30th for the pattern release. So that is, yep, later this week. Fantastic. So everybody, um, yes, get ready for that pattern release. Yep, Friday. Jocelyn saying it's being released Friday. What a great way to kick off the weekend with a fun hat pattern for weekend knitting. Um, Oh, yes. So, yes, Audrey must have what did Audrey say? Worried about PI. Has anyone heard from our friends? So, I know, isn't that absolutely horrible? All the news coming out of there. I know, um, yeah, so Fleece and Harmony, I don't know where they are. I have some friends that live there and things are okay for them. But yes, hopefully, any of our knitting friends that were in that path of the hurricane, fingers crossed that everybody is safe and sound. And yeah, I can't even imagine having to live through something like that. Oh, Sam, what is this? No comment on ripping it out. I didn't read any comment about ripping it out, Samantha. Sam and I always have this conversation. She always wants to rip everything out, and I tell her just to leave it and carry on. Um, Anyways. Oh, no, Jocelyn, what's this? So Jocelyn says she doesn't wear hats either. Yeah, I know, I saw Diana wearing it. It looked really, really good on her. Ah, yes. Anyways. So yeah, Jocelyn's hat's coming out. That is exciting. Yes, Nikki said you have been okay, but other parts of the island have been ravaged. So sad. Yes, I know. Mother Nature, right? Just incredible. Yeah, that power, like the force of those winds, and yes. Anyways, yes. Fingers crossed and good thoughts to everybody who is impacted by that. Well, guys, oh my goodness, we're almost at the hour mark. So, what is everybody? Do you guys have weekly goals for your knitting? I am going to keep going with my like 11 grams. That sounds like a lot. I don't think I'm going to get 11 grams knit on my orange crush shawl tonight, but I might because the rows are getting longer. And yeah, I'm not going to get 11 grams knit tonight. But that's okay. I will get some done. And then tomorrow, there's always tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is always the hope that I can get caught up at some point. Um, so we'll see how I do. But this is going to be my project for tonight. I'm going to work some more on here. Definitely get my last ball joined because that will seem like such a big milestone to get that last ball joined. And then I am going to work on caking these guys up. So um I've got to start with these. I can get started with these. And I'm going to have to sit, probably while I'm working on my orange crush, I will sit and think about what I'm going to knit, what kind of pattern I'm going to do, because I really don't have any idea. So we'll just see what pops in my head, what I go with. Well, guys, this has been tons and tons of fun. I have I'm excited. A crescent shaped. I was kind of, like I said, I was kind of thinking triangle. So now I'm going to have to, yeah, just think about crescent shape. I know how I'm going to do my increases for a crescent shape. So I've got that figured out. Just figure out what stitch pattern I will stick in there. And then I will be set to go. So I think I'm going to really try to get some work done on some socks, because if I want to cast on any more socks, I will have to get them finished, something finished. I'm going to try to stop myself from buying any more sock needles. And since we're kind of talking about Christmas, I'll just throw this in here right at the end. Last year, Wildflower Wool, we did a Christmas sock knit along for the month of November, November 1st to the 30th. So I'm going to do that again. So it was any Christmas sock pattern, Christmas sock yarn. It could be anything Christmas themed. Start November 1st, kind of kick off the Hallmark movie watching season with a pair of socks. So we'll talk more about that in the next couple of weeks, but you can just kind of keep that in the back of your head if you're interested in doing some Christmas sock knitting. Can start looking for some sock yarn or patterns, and we'll talk more about that as the next couple of weeks. So thanks everybody for joining me. This has been a super fun Monday. Thank you all for voting and for joining and for chatting. It is a great way to kick off the week. So have a really super fun week of knitting. Jocelyn and I are not here this Thursday. It'll be next Thursday, but Cheryl and I will be here Saturday morning on the Fiber Friends channel, so you can catch up with us then. And then I'll be back here next Monday with another cast on and some more updates on what I have done. All of these projects that are in the works, I'm going to put progress markers on there so I can mark what row I'm on, and I will show you some progress next week. So have a fantastic week, everybody. Get lots of knitting done and just have a wonderful week. And I will see you next Monday. Bye.